Earlier this summer, in the midst of an incoming typhoon, Game Informer visited the Bandai Hobby Center Shinkan, the 132,000 square foot factory in which the entertainment company manufactures its iconic Gundam model kits. If you purchase a new Gundam model at your local store today, it originated in this factory in Shizuoka, Japan. The factory contains 35 plastic color molding machines, 25 electric and 10 hydraulic, all helping to produce millions of model kits every year. Escorting us through this factory is Bandai Spirits employee Miyuki Nakagiri, the subject matter expert on how exactly this factory operates. Our gracious translator is Atsuo Yoshimura, a video game production manager who's worked at Bandai Namco for the last 17 years. Notably, Yoshimura worked on last year's Elden Ring, which was Game Informer's 2022 Game of the Year, and most recently, Armored Core 6: Fires of Rubicon.
So through the year, they control the temperature of this place 20 degrees Celsius.
Oh,
So,
why,
yeah.
why is that?
で20度に管理してる理由って何ですか？
経験条件が
ああ。
ぶれないように。
So basically, they want to have the same conditions for this molding machines. Yeah. Usually it takes like 14, 15 seconds per one runner.
How many runners is a machine doing a day?
4,000 per each machine every day.
Oh,
Yeah.
And how many machines?
23 machines.
I'll do the math on that later.
So only one mold per one, certain plastic model. I mean, the design exists in the world. And so
Only one in the world?
Only one in the world.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. So even those, so for like those created in the, early 1980s, that still exists. And, they're still keeping it in their
I
warehouse.
see you all still reproduce some of the really old ones too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. で、それで昔のものも時々引っ張り出してきて作ってるってことですね。Yes, exactly.
一番最初のガンプラの金型を出してもらってるの。
And obviously, good for you guys. They tried to pull out the first original mold they have created for Gundam. Yeah.
So this is the first ever mold made for Gundam.
Yeah, first Gundam, yes. Gundam plastic model. Yes.
これ40年前の金型で。
So 40 years ago.
Right.
So as you can see, it's shiny, right? So it tells like how often they're doing a maintenance of each mold.
This
Yeah.
is still being used.
Yes,
Very
exactly. Yeah. The reason why this mold is okay for the video shooting is that that's because it's based on the monotone, the injection technology.
Sure.
The multicolor one, that's a patented, so it's a super confidential. So,
Gotcha.
yeah. After the legends being sandwiched by these two different, molds, this runner needs to be removed from this mold, right? And because of the high pressure, it's very, difficult to remove this, runner, with a certain balance. And, that's because they put these pins, and these pins being actually attached everywhere here.
Yeah.
You see the, little dots here? Those are actually, the holes because of these, the pins.
Yeah.
But this really helps to, remove this, the runner from the, the molds without these runners being damaged. So each pin has a different design, and that is to make sure that the power that's being attached to the, the entire frame being balanced. So,
Yeah.
and obviously all these being done manually by craftsmen.
Right. I wanted
Here,
to ask
yeah.
about the file because a lot of it's messed. Like, there was something in the video about it, the way they file to like 1,000th of an inch or something, and that's what he's doing.
Yeah. So obviously these are legends, right? And the number of the legends they use is actually more than 10,000 because they have a lot of, Gundams.
Right.
They need to create. So, as number of the Gundams or number of the, the mobile suits increases, number of the, the color of the legends increases.
Right.
So even the white legend for Gundam,
Yeah.
it varies depending on which Gundam it is.
Yeah.
So for example, RX-78, it's using a white A, but the one from the the latest Gundam episode, that's a white B, so it's different. So.
I've noticed some Gundams now releasing with multiple shades of white as well, which would be like what 3 different resins per kit.
Do you mean the White Legend?
Well, yeah, kits these days it seems like we'll have multiple shades of white. Like,
I see, I see. これ一つの特定のガンダムのプラスチックの中でも一つのガンダムのプラスチックの中でも3つぐらいなんか違う白を使ってるってなんか自分も聞いたことあるんですけど、それでも
それはあります。
Yes, that's actually the case. Yes, yeah.
Wow.
So this is the actual, wooden prototype they used in the 1980, but it's not coming from Gundam. It's other, their mobile suits.
That's still the same idea.
Still same idea, yes. Yeah.
Majority of the kits in here are all painted. Who paints them?
Done by professional. Everything that's been shown at the display here is originally, used for the, the hobby show.